The Wayne Ayers Podcast. The Wayne Ayers Podcast. Woohoo! Time to wake your ass up for a blessed day.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. First of all, I just had to you getting casted in Tell Me Lies. I really want to know how was that experience like? Where were you at when you found out that you got casted in the show?
Where was I at? I was with one of the castmates of Tell Me Lies when I found out. And it was really exciting. It was awesome. The show itself is amazing. The showrunner Megan Oppenheimer is amazing. I loved spending time with her and learning from her. And yeah, the cast is awesome. The show's amazing. I had the best time. It was great.
I know everybody's excited for season two. Everybody's like, why is it taking so long for season two? What do you think makes Tell Me Lies such a compelling series?
I think I love shows that focus on women doing bad things. I don't think we've seen enough series and movies allowing women to make mistakes and do things that are bad. So I love that they're exploring a lot of that kind of stuff. And a young woman too. College is such a weird time for young women. So yeah, I think that's my favorite part of the series. And I think this season is exploring way more of that with a lot of the female characters, which is cool.
Oh, what do you think really what was your first impression of reading the script for season two and for your character?
I think this season focuses so much more on the ensemble cast, which is really fun. I think, last season was so much of Grace and Jackson and their dynamic and their love story. And then I feel like this season is so much more all the kind of their friends, those characters, their storylines, their love stories. Yeah, I think, and that was the most fun. I think there's a lot more hopping around to characters.
That's nice. That's nice. I also want to know, can you share about your character? I know it's many people don't know about it. And how does your character contribute to the storyline for the season?
Yeah, I don't want to do any spoilers, but I think the best thing I can say is that Molly, my character, she's kind of a part of the Evan and Bree love triangle. And she kind of comes in maybe halfway through the season and adds an extra element of drama.
Okay. So she's in the she's already causing the
Maybe
triangle.
a little, perhaps we'll see.
Oh, that's what we need. We need more drama like that. Tell Me Lies,
Wait, also, behind you is so sick. I wanted to say that right as we got on.
Oh, thank you so much. There's a bunch of anime characters.
That's
I love anime.
crazy. That is so cool.
Yeah, everybody loves it when they go see it. Yeah,
It's
just
so
a bunch
cool.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to know what's the best three words that could describe Molly?
Oh, it's not three words, but I have a lot of love in my heart for horse girls in high school. They're those girls that just love horses and just are really sweet and kind of shy and mean well. And over the course of shooting Molly, everyone on set was I think Molly is a horse girl. And I was you know what? I think she is too. So I think Molly represents all the lovable horse girls out there.
Okay, so it's Molly, is she just the nice person out of the bunch of group of crazy people, or is she
I will have to see through the season, but I think Molly definitely is a kind person compared to the group that they have on Tell Me Lies.
Yeah, cause you said horse girls. The horse girls are usually nice. They're
Yeah,
gentle with animals, and you know what I'm
yes,
saying? They're
just
pretty
nice.
caring.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You know,
Okay, I thought Molly might have been crazy. I'm not gonna lie with this show.
I mean, we'll see, but
She's oh, they about to. Oh, okay. I think okay. I like it.
she has some good moments. She has some good moments.
What do you think is the most surprising thing that you learned about Molly as you got deeper into the role?
What? That's a good question. I think if anything, I love how much this show takes the relationships of young adults so seriously. And I think, kind of living through and, doing this role of like this young woman that's may or may not be like falling in love and, finding someone that she thinks is really right for her. Um, I just think that's fun to play and fun to explore. And I think that was a nice part of it for sure.
That's nice. How does Tell Me Lies like differ from the other shows you previously been on and other projects you've been on?
I've never played college age. I think college is this time in life that is not explored that much on film and TV, rarely. And in
Like
this,
usually in high school. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's so much high school. I think early 20s and mid 20s is rarely explored. And so, yeah, I haven't done a college show yet, especially, I wasn't college age in the early 2000s, but getting to be on set and do like the early 2000s style, which is so triggering. That was really fun. I really enjoyed doing that. That was cool.
So talk about since you were since like in the early like kind of 2000, what's one thing you wish we like brought to from the 2000 to like our time now?
I feel like it's funny because I feel like when we were doing fittings and trying stuff on and I was like, wow, all this stuff is back in style. Like all the low-rise jeans, all the like kind of like bedazzled stuff, like Ed Hardy. There were so many things. I'm like, oh, all of this stuff is coming back. So I think a lot of stuff is weirdly here again in fashion, at least.
Yeah, I see everybody wearing little puffer jackets and getting everything. So I was like, okay, cool, I like that.
Definitely.
How did I know from like the little series they kind of gave us like details that you Molly has like a relationship with Diana, but how does Molly's friendship with Diana influence her actions during the series?
Oh, wow. I think Diana and Molly, it's fun because Alicia, who plays Diana, we kind of go into the series and it's like I'm one of her good friends. And so we got to kind of just talk about like how they know each other, where from, maybe sorority life, maybe because like Diana does a cappella group, maybe it's a cappella group. But Diana kind of is the one who stems or who kind of starts her relationship with said other characters. She's kind of the person who pushes that along. So I can say that.
Also, I want to know like how is like the like life on set like? Cause I know like everybody's been like requesting this show to like hurry up and get it out, but like it's a show. It takes like you guys are on set for like maybe 16 hours a day, probably. So can you like explain like the set life to people that don't understand?
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about this set is that all of I'm coming in as a recurring character, so I wasn't on season one, and all of these kids, or young, I should say, adults on the show because they all are like late 20s playing college, but everyone on the show, they're all friends. So it's like really good vibes. Sometimes, that doesn't always happen on set. Sometimes people don't get along or whatever, but yeah, all everyone on the show is so kind and so it's just good vibes. So yeah, I mean it's long days, it's a lot of like hanging out, a lot of reading, just like in between takes and yeah, it's good vibes though. It's a really good show to be on. I hope they get another season just because I think there's so many things that are left kind of as cliffhangers on the end of season two. So I hope, they can explore more of their characters and what's going on next time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you mentioned like maybe a possible season three, I think it's gonna get season three. What
I
would
hope
you
it
like to do
does.
with what would you like to do with your character in season three that you
Oh,
didn't get to do this season?
I don't know. It would depend if they brought me back, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good recurring there's like a few new recurring people this season, so it'll be really interesting to see what storylines they want to continue to explore and who they want to bring back. But it would be so fun. My favorite thing I'm excited to see in season three, if they get a season three, which I hope they do, is they bounce back and forth with the flashbacks in 2015 a lot. So it would be interesting to see how much they're living in either 2015 or the past still in the next season. So that would be something I'm excited to see.
Okay, so are we gonna get like a backstory from your character from this season, or would that be like next season?
Not too much. I think it would
Not too
be
much.
explored more. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you think Molly brings to like the dynamic of the first group?
Um, she's like I mean, she's kind of the new girl in the group. So it's like there's an episode in the season, I can't talk about too much, but she's kind of thrown into the fire of all the cast, and it's definitely gets a little awkward sometimes. It's a little weird sometimes. She's the new girl, you know. So definitely kind of like an uncomfortable new face in the friend group. It's definitely a little weird.
So she's mostly like the neutral character. Like how does she handle those type of relationships? Because everybody's all over the place.
I think she's so cool. I think she's so chill. I think she just wants, you know, she's just like the nice horse girl that wants everyone to be good, be friends, you know, be chill. She's so chill. She's fine.
I'm scared for Molly, man.
You should be.
Because usually those are the ones that usually get hurt in this.
You should be. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite moments or scenes from season two that you're excited for fantasy?
Yeah, I think the episode that I was just talking about, everyone kind of gets together for this one episode, and it's so good. I'm like, what can I say? Everyone's in it's similar to season one when they all went to the lake house and the whole episode was in the lake house. This episode is all set in one location with all the characters in one space, or a majority of the characters in one space, and it's gonna be cool.
Nice. Can you share any like behind the scenes, like funny moments for season two? Like, did anybody do anything funny at all behind the scenes?
I mean, all the
Was there any
time.
pranks?
All the
Like,
time. I feel like, you know, like I said, everyone's really good friends. And I actually knew a lot of the cast prior to shooting the show, which was so cool and helpful. They're all just really good friends. So they're always doing, you know, stupid stuff all the time, pranks, like, you know, trolling each other.
okay, who do you think is like the funniest person on the cast?
Oh, Spencer, for sure. Spencer's hilarious. And yeah, he's like the strangest, funniest. He's awesome. And he's such a good actor too.
That's nice. What was your favorite thing about playing Molly this season?
My favorite thing about playing Molly, just getting to be around, I think, so many good actors. You know, everyone on the show is so good, so it's so fun to work with everyone. And the Y2K vibes, the fashion that we talked about was so fun. And then pretending to be in college again, you know, it's like so funny to just kind of walk around stages that are set up like a college. It's just really fun.
Nice. Okay, if you could like describe if you could give Molly a theme song, what would be Molly's theme song?
Oh my God, that's a good question. I feel like it's interesting. I think there's a lot of early 2000s, obviously, like song placement on the show. And I think like weirdly enough, maybe she's giving like My Chemical Romance or like what are some other bands of that time period? I feel like she's like a low-key My Chemical Romance fan.
Okay, that's that's okay. I think people will be interested in that. Okay, if you could swap roles with any character and Tell Me Lies, who would you want to play?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Grace's character again is so cool just because she gets to play, you know, a young woman doing just insane things, which so often, you know, the early 20s range doesn't really get to do. And then this season, I think Kat's character, Brie, has a really awesome storyline. I think people are going to be like really shook and really excited to watch what she gets to do this season. So I don't know if I would switch with them. I just think they have like just really fun stuff to do as young women on screen.
Okay. Also, how do you think audience will like react to Molly?
I think kind of how you reacted earlier, just kind of like everyone's going to be a little scared for her just because she's thrown into this group. I think I think people are really going to like her. She's like such a nice girl.
No, that's good. I'm really excited to see Molly. Cause before I interview, I thought she's gonna be like a crazy person that comes in and mess up the bunch of group or But I say, oh, she's a nice girl. I'm actually kind of scared for her now. I really am.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some fun questions for you. Oh, I want to know. First one is like, what is your dream role and why?
A dream role and why? I think a dream role would be to do any kind of like Bond movie, action movie. I
Ooh,
love the action genre so much. But I think, yeah, just like massive set pieces, action training, uh, explosions, whatever like those huge, scenes look like. I think that's always been kind of a dream for me. And then I love smaller movies that feel like summer camp. Like I just love being on set. I'm a filmmaker as well, and like I just love being around good vibes and people that want to make, art. And so yeah, any kind of I will do anything on a set. I will hold a boom. I will like help. I will do anything. I'll bring water bottles to people. I just love being on set. So big action movie, and then I also just will do anything on a smaller set.
nice. Okay, I got to ask about the action movie. Say you got like a co-star, you get the co-star in a big action film. Who would you want to be as your
Yeah.
who would you want as your co-star?
Oh, that's such a good question. Let's see. For some reason, the first thought is like Idris Elba, just because what I just watched his pilot show recently. The what is that show he's on? I'm forgetting. It's an Apple show, but it's very good. Him.
That's actually a good pick. I was thinking Tom Cruise. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see him do his
I
own stunts.
mean, classic, of course, of course. He's like a no-brainer. I'm trying to think of Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh,
Oh,
like
that's a good
done.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
Michelle
we got some good options. I like it. All right,
She
my
did this.
next.
I was gonna say
No,
she did this movie a million years ago called Heroic Trio. You should definitely watch it if you haven't seen it. It's so
no, I
good.
know what's up with. Yeah, that's actually a good pick too. Yeah, that's a good some. That would be a good one. My next one is, what's the last thing you watched that you couldn't stop thinking about?
Oh wow. Weirdly enough, I feel like my comfort film is Fight Club. And I watched that like last night, and I always think about that movie. But what's a movie that I saw recently that I can't stop thinking about? Past Lives, I know that wasn't super recent, but that movie was gorgeous. And yeah, those two for now.
Okay, okay, I like that. If you could have dinner with any three celebrities, who would they be?
Oh my God, there's so many. Chad Stahelski, who is the director of the John Wick movies, just because I think he's such a legend and so cool. And I would love to learn from him. I'm gonna say Michelle Yeoh again because she's such a legend and an icon. And then third celebrity, Angelina Jolie, because I feel like she's so mysterious. She's such a brilliant activist. And I just saw her on the red carpet at Venice. And like, I don't know. I just want to know about her life and like everything. She's so cool.
Oh, you
Also,
really
an
gotta get
action
into
star.
action. You really gotta get into action. This is like,
Oh, yeah. That's my name for sure. Yeah. No, but I mean, she's such an action legend too. Like, think about all the cool stuff she's done. She's dope.
no, yeah, she made Tomb Raider cool and everything. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
okay, if you could travel at any time, time travel to any era, what would it be?
I mean, it would be fun to live. Like I was born in the mid to late 90s, and it would be fun to be like a teenager in like the core of the 90s just to see what that vibe was like because everyone speaks so highly of it. Um, I don't know if I want to go back to early 2000s as cool as they sound, just because I feel like there were a lot of problematic things as well. Um, I don't know. I like right now, weirdly
Uh,
enough. I like where
I feel you.
I feel like the world is really like trying to figure it out, even though it's really dark sometimes. And um, yeah, I'm liking right now.
Yeah, I would go back to like when the pyramids were made. I want to see like how they were made though, because they
That's
can't
also
even
super
duplicate it
fair.
now. Yeah, I want to
That's
see like like you know what I'm saying, like when the Vatican and stuff were. I just kind of want
fair.
to see like how do you guys actually make all this stuff? That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be
Because there's so
sick.
many like things in the world that we don't even know about that are made, and we're like, how did this even
Right.
happen? So I
Just
would
like a
love to see
fly on the
that.
wall during like this historical moment. That's sick.
Yeah, something like that. I don't want to be a part of that. They might kill me or something. But what's the last book you read that you couldn't put down?
The last book I read that I couldn't put down. It's kind of like a vacation novel-y. It was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I think it was called, which I
Uh,
really liked.
Everybody talks about that book. I
So
know so many
you
people that
kind of
like
go
the book.
into it being like, oh, this is gonna be just like a quick read, whatever. But I was sobbing at the end, and I think they're making it into a movie, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I think I saw. Yeah, I see a lot of people I know that read that book really likes it. I
Yeah,
have no
and
idea.
I
They,
just finished a book called Blink Twice, which is about editing, which I found really interesting if anyone is interested in editing. I think, oh no, Blink Twice is the movie.
yeah, I was
That's,
about to say it. Wait.
yeah, wait, no, it's called In the Blink of an Eye, I think. Something with blinking, but it's not Zoe Kravitz's movie.
Okay, I know earlier you said you're a filmmaker. Or do you like write scripts and everything as well?
Yeah. That's like I love it so much. It's been, I've been on sets since I was 13 as an actor, and I've always been in love with filmmaking. But I think as a girl, you just kind of, when you're young, you don't know how to get into it. And then the last couple of years, I've been fully committing my time to it, directing, writing. And I love it so much. It makes me so happy. And that's why it was really cool. Megan Oppenheimer, the showrunner of Tell Me Lies, has been so giving with letting me sit into sound mixing sessions and letting me sit in the writer's room and letting me learn. And I think that's so beautiful when women, in places of power can help elevate and, give knowledge to young women that are interested in it. So, yeah, it's been cool. It's been awesome.
Nice. Okay, I have to put you on the spot now. If you could write a show and you had to include two other people, two other writers, who would you want to write like the biggest show ever?
I love Diablo Cody, like classic. She did Jennifer's Body, Juno. I love her tone. I love how she does like just really dark, kind of feminine, like but gory stuff. And another writer, you
Yeah.
mean? I love Edgar Wright. I don't know. I would have to look into more of if he writes his own stuff. I think he's written a few of his own films, but I just love his perspective and his like attention to detail and the way he uses the camera. And I wonder if that's on the page. You're making me think I should read one of his screenplays now. But yeah, probably him.
Okay, so let's say like a studio comes to you to be like, hey, we gave you 25 million to make a budget, 25 million budget to make a movie. You write and direct it. What would you want to do with that? Like, is there like a certain idea you already have? Like, okay, I really want to make this show, TV, whatever.
Yeah, I love horror comedy. I write a lot of horror comedy, but if I'm getting a $25 million budget, I'm doing like a female forward action movie for sure. Like I'm doing this generation's Charlie's Angels, but like yeah, I'm getting some girls involved in some like major action stuff.
Okay, who would you want to be in like actor? Who would you want to be like your lead actresses?
Oh, there's so many. It's so interesting because there's so many brilliant martial artists that are women that just they haven't gotten their moment yet. So there's a ton of women in the martial arts community that I would love to like work with. Um, who are again, Michelle Yeoh for sure. She's just so cool. Michelle Yeoh, I think, uh, oh, you are putting me on the spot. There's so many. Michelle Yeoh, we'll come back to it. Let me think about it.
I'm glad Michelle Yeoh got to spot in your
Definitely. I
movie.
mean, she's finally getting her moment. I feel like she's been around forever, and yeah,
That's good. Okay, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
sushi for sure. Just
Oh,
yeah.
what's your favorite sushi?
I mean, I'm in LA. We have sugarfish here, and they have it's like the Trust Me Light, which is like a little box set, and it's just the perfect meal. Are you in
Yeah,
LA? Or
sugar.
are you based?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
sugarfish is good. Octopus. What's it? Crazy Rockin' Sushi. Those are some good places
Oh,
I
I
like going to.
gotta go there.
Yeah, Octopus is my spot because they
Okay,
do like especially it's like during like happy hour, like every sushi is like half off. So it's
perfect.
like yeah,
I
if
will
it's
be
like you
there.
could get like a whole roll of sushi for like $3 or $4 during happy hour.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah,
be there. That's
yeah,
awesome.
they have, and there's so many options. That's my spot. Shout out to Octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, if you were in a movie, what would the title be? Oh no, if your life was a my bad. If your life was a movie, what would the title be?
Oh, that's such a massive question. I mean, it just depends where I'm at in my life, you know? Like in my early 20s, it would have been like, you're a mess. And now it's like, we're feeling good, you know, we're feeling good, we're feeling happy. Yeah, I think it would change every couple of seconds, just like I do.
Maybe that could be the movie.
There you
Every
go.
couple of seconds.
Every
Every
couple
couple of seconds.
seconds. Every
Hey,
couple
that's actually
seconds.
kind of cool title. I like
Good.
that. If you could switch lives with an actor for a day outside of Michelle Yeoh, what would it be? Who would it be?
If I could switch lives with an actor,
That's actually a good one. 'Cause I would think like I want to know like what actor does the craziest things.
yeah, I think Willem Dafoe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Willem Dafoe. I think he's got like such
I
a
know he'd
cool,
be walking in shows and stuff too. I see him walking
he's
like a
doing all
regular
types of
show.
stuff. I feel like
Yeah,
he's a cool brain. I would definitely Willem Dafoe.
that's a good one. Yeah, I would want to be like an actor that does like a lot of different things. Just
I can't
I
wait
don't
to see.
know.
I mean, I think he's in, yeah, Nosferatu coming out at the end of the year. He's in like so many, he's got the coolest career for sure.
Yeah, Green Goblin, like
Oh, a classic, of
I know,
course.
like he done like Lighthouse, all that stuff. Okay, my last one for you is what's one thing your fans would be surprised to learn about you?
Hmm. Um, One thing my fans would be surprised to learn about me. I just I feel like people know this about me maybe, but I just graduated college. I finished way later in my life. I went back to UCLA during the strike, during COVID and the strike, and I finished in May and I graduated and I studied gender and film so that I could apply it to my work going forward. And it was like the best thing I ever did for myself. And so, yeah, that's the first thing I could think of.
That's nice. That's nice. Do you have like any hidden talents that people don't know about?
I wish I did, honestly. When you asked me that, I was like, damn, maybe I don't. Um, I and I will not do it if you ask me to right now, but I play the mouth trumpet on set a lot and it really bothers people.
What's that?
I can like make trumpet sounds with my mouth that sound like a trumpet.
That's actually really cool.
That is and it sounds, you
Yeah,
know,
most people say they juggle or do something weird with their hand or something. That's
no.
actually interesting. No, yeah, I haven't heard that one before. No, thank you so much, Katherine, for coming out. It was a joy to have you on. I cannot wait to see Molly in season 2 of Tell Me
Me
Lies.
too. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm scared for her now after this interview, you know?
I didn't think I would make anyone scared for her, but it's hard not to. Everyone should be a little scared for Molly for
Yeah, but
sure.
once you throw in a nice character in this type of show, it's like you're gonna get
There's
devoured.
not many, you know, and then the ones
Yeah.
we thought were nice were not nice by the end of the last season. So yeah,
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to throw a like an untoxic character into a toxic environment, and
yeah,
they
it's like they're
survive.
gonna be in the crossfire for sure.
Yeah, I feel bad. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait. Nice talking to you. Hope we talk again in the future.
I know, me too. Thank you so much for this. Nice to meet you.